Hey guys, this is going to be another one of those silly little random videos that aren't really important, but are just a little heads up video, partly for people who are interested in Japan, might find it mildly entertaining, and people who visit Japan might find it interesting if they hear about it first and then encounter it when they're here. So, as most of you already know, hi is the Japanese version of yes. However, it's actually used in many different ways that are broader than just yes. So often it can be used as I understand, or I understand and I'll do it, or there's a whole heap of times where it's used in different ways. So sort of obviously just in an affirmative way, in a positive response to whatever it is. So there's that. However, it's also used in other ways. So this particular example is, it's often used as sort of like the English equivalent of ready. So in English we might say ready, go, or something like that. So in Japanese they'll often say hai, start. So it's sort of like a ready, go. And again, it's that dodgy Japanglish that we talked about recently, where they've got a perfectly good word in Japanese, but they like to use the English start. So you'll often hear it, hai, start, hai, stop. So the hai is just like a ready, go, ready, stop. The other one that you'll get a lot if you spend some time here is the camera one. So everybody lines up, take a photo. We made a video about this before. Random photos of people just doing their natural thing are not real common here. Usually everyone likes a posed photo. So everybody gets ready, and so they all get ready and they hold up their drink that they're drinking and the food that they're eating. We did a video about that, lots of examples of that we've showed you already. And the camera person will say, hai, cheese, which is sort of funny on a few levels, right? Because the reason in English we say cheese is that chi gives you your teeth, right? But you can have all these people going cheese, hi, cheese. So that's one. And the other one that the camera people will often use is they'll say pause, which is, again, it's that thing. Everybody's sitting around a table having lunch, and someone stands up with a camera and says, hi, pause. And then everybody sits there and holds up their plate with what they're eating, and holds up their drink that they're drinking, and holds up some other props. That's what we called that video, props, something about props. So the hi is used as sort of a ready, ready, smile, ready, pose, hi, cheese, hi, pose. So there's that, right? There's that. But there's another one that's sort of continuation from that, or carrying on from that. It's sort of odd. As a lot of you already know, people in Japan don't usually touch each other. It's not part of Japanese culture. So usually in Japanese culture, people bow to each other. And we've talked about this before. If you go to the arrivals and the departures gates in a Japanese airport and watch people leaving or returning home being greeted by family members, the most you'll see, usually, not always, but 99% of the time, is just a lot of bowing. So, mum and dad are saying goodbye to their daughter for a year. She's going off to study English in Canada or something, and they'll all be standing there saying goodbye, and everybody bows, and then she goes through the gate and off she goes. So there's not a lot of touching goes on. So, and of course, shaking hands is rare, and so there's not a lot of touching at all. So, which is another video we made, don't touch Japanese people. Sort of says it all in the title. So there's all that, right, which we already know about. But then there's this thing that's developed here, this phenomenon that's developed here. And again, there's another video we made, paradoxes and contradictions, and this is one of them. Is that for some strange reason, parents are encouraging kids to touch hands, which some people call like a high five or something like that, right? And so parents are encouraging kids to touch hands. So if you're somewhere and there's a family there and there's another family there and the one family's leaving, then you know, and there's two kids have been playing together during the day, and as they're leaving, the mother or the father might say, hey, hi, Touchy, hi, Touchy, and they encourage, oh, it makes you cringe, just, it's cringy, it is cringy, a lot of these things are cringy, aren't they? And they're encouraging the kids to reach out to each other and touch each other's hands as they're leaving. Hi, Touchy, to each other. And it's just the kids. The adults don't do it to each other. So, you know, the mothers might be friends, or the mother and the father might be friends, or the fathers might be friends or something, and they're saying goodbye to each other as well. But they don't touch each other usually. They just go, all right, see you later, you know, and they sort of bow to each other and then off they go. So the adults aren't doing it to each other. The adults aren't touching each other. They're just bowing to each other. But for some reason, they're encouraging the kids to do it. Hi, Touchy. Hi, Touchy. And then you end up with all the kids are doing it to each other then. It's a typical Japanese thing too. When Japanese people take on something like this, it becomes all sort of formal and organised. You know what I mean? In most cultures that actually do high five type things, it's fairly spontaneous, isn't it? And usually, it doesn't usually come with a lot of discussion or anything. It's just something you do or you don't do, isn't it? Whereas when Japanese take on something like this, it often becomes a real thing, right? So then a hi touchy, so then the parents are getting all the kids to do hi touchy with everybody else, right? Now do a hi touchy with Yoshi, now do a hi touchy with Kana-chan, you know, and everybody's doing hi touchy with each other. And then sometimes they'll get the kids to do it to the adults. So they'll say, you know, hi Touchy to Uncle Yoshi, you know, and so Uncle Yoshi puts his hand out and the kid goes, hi Touchy with Uncle Yoshi, and everyone goes, oh, sugoi. So it's a funny one. It's really funny because it's not a Japanese thing. It's not, you know, and the adults aren't doing it. The adults aren't into it. You know, most Japanese adults don't touch each other. They don't do high-fiving. They don't do shaking hands. They don't do any of that, and are pretty uncomfortable in the situation where they think they should. They're not quite sure how to do it. So the adults don't do it. The adults don't do it with each other. But for some reason, there's this big thing to encourage the kids to do it with each other, and the kids to do it to adults. The kids to hold their hand out to an adult, you know, and the parents say, hi Touchy, hi Touchy. So it's a funny one. A lot of these things are sort of, you know, the reason to make videos about like this is that, you know, it's good if you know about stuff like this before you come, because if you come here and you're hanging out with some people and they got kids, and as they're leaving, suddenly they say to little Yoshi-kun, hi Touchy, Yoshi-kun, hi Touchy with Bob, you know. If you're Bob standing there and they're saying to Yoshi-kun, hi Touchy, Yoshi-kun, you know, then Yoshi-kun will hi Touchy with you. Usually it's the younger kids. Usually it's not teenagers or anything. Most of the teenagers are too shy for hi touchy, but usually it's the little kids. You know, little kids, elementary school kids and kindergarten kids and that sort of thing. Hi touchy. Or sometimes the parents, the adults will actually do it to the kid. They'll say to the kid, hi touchy, and they'll hold their hand up, and the other parent will lift up the kid's arm and show them how to do hi touchy. Told you it was just a silly little one, but these are the things. This is what being in Japan's about, you know. It's not all vending machines and people in kimono, and, you know, it's not all that postcard stuff, you know, amazing views of Mount Fuji and stuff. I mean, there's all that stuff. There is all that stuff. But living here, you know, when you're living here, this is the stuff that you're coming across day to day that gets your attention, that you're going, yeah, that's cringy. It's just odd. It's just odd because it's done with such a fuss. You know, it's done with such a fuss and such a, you know, you're just about to leave and you're, all right, see you later everybody, and oh, hi Touchy, and oh, okay, and you got to sort of, oh, hi Touchy, oh, hi Touchy with Yoshi-kun too, and Kana-chan too, and oh, hi Touchy, and hi Touchy, and yes, hi Touchy, yes, sugoi, okay, bye-bye. Actually, never talked about that on a video yet. Clapping. Most adults, and kids of course, but most adults as well, will clap like this, like kids do. And it's sort of like it's not about making a big noise. It's just about the actual action of clapping, showing your approval or your agreement or your support or whatever, without making too much noise. So there's a lot of this goes on. Kids and adults, yay, yay. Hi Touchy, yay Yoshi-kun, hi Touchy. Anyway, there it was. Hi Touchy in Japan. Hi Touchy. More videos coming soon. Hi Touchy.